All right, so listen, KDAY Nation, this is going to be dope. I love this event, and I'm there every single year. Let's talk about it. To Live and Die in LA. And right now, I got the legendary Dub C in the studio with me.
What's happening
and
with
of
it?
course, man, everybody knows who this cat is doing big things. Zoe Osama. Thank you guys so much for being here. This is so cool. So I got involved with To Live and Die in LA a few years back, and I love everything about it. I love the culture, the community, the music, and what it brings. And ever since then, I'm like, yo, I have to stay tapped in and locked in with this event. Now, it is definitely going down Saturday, July 19th from 4 to 1100 East 5th Street. But let's talk about it right now, because To Live and Die in LA, Dub, is, it's about pride, struggle, survival, love that we have for the city of LA, period. How important was it for you to be involved in something like this that's just so raw and gully with it?
I mean, when I got the phone call from my homie, when he told me that, that he was making it happen, I said, yo, I gotta be there. I gotta be there. But to be part of it is, it's a no-brainer, because for so long we've always been overlooked. We always been, just put to the back burner.
I know.
From the West Coast, and we always welcomed everybody. Everybody, still to this day, on the radio station. Y'all play people from everywhere, but for us to celebrate our own, I know I'm not no stranger throwing that dub up.
I heard that.
So it was a no-brainer, to come out and to celebrate, and I just want everybody to come out and have a good time.
I was so excited when I found out that you were on the lineup this year, and I was like, oh my God, this makes perfect sense, and then everybody, I'm a little older, all the youngest were like, so go be there, yes!
We're gonna go crazy for sure.
Yes, and you get to share the stage with, legend icon.
One of my favorite rappers for sure.
But I get a chance to share the stage, with Nephew as well. He's doing this thing out there, and it's just all love.
Yeah, but just like you said it, one of your favorite rappers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That is so crazy, because I've been in rooms, in the same room with some of my favorite radio personalities that I grew up listening to,
Right.
And so I know what that feeling is like. And just to be on stage, you're like, man, this is it, because you're from LA.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
So let's talk about it. Like, when they tapped in with you, how important is it to really be involved in something like To Live and Die in LA? This event is very important to me.
No, I think it's very important. I think it bridged the gap between Hispanics and blacks, number one. And it's a good thing for, LA and hip-hop. So I definitely was down for it when they told me who's going to do it, who's going to be there. I said, come on, man, just send the contract.
Right, exactly. It's the perfect name, To Live and Die in LA.
Yeah, it was perfect. So we got to do it. It was,
That's what I'm talking about. Now, over the last 7 years, the festival has showcased, not just music, street art, film, and just real community voices. So, I just want, you guys to speak about how important it is for hip-hop, because you guys represent that musical genre hip-hop.
Right.
But how is it important to share these spaces with photography and film and storytelling?
Well, I'll go ahead. I think it all goes hand to hand in music, your photography and film telling, just like, rap and storytelling. I think it's all one big part of,
like one fabric that just keeps telling the
exactly,
story.
Like 100%. I think it all makes sense to me.
To me, for is how important it is to me. I believe that we wouldn't be as artists where we are if it wasn't for the photographers, if it wasn't for the graffiti artists, if it wasn't for the lowrider culture that inspired us.
Right.
We wouldn't be who we are if it wasn't for, the other nationalities, the Mexicans. If we wouldn't, every artist out here, we owe the culture. So it's very important.
Right.
In LA, people who are outside of LA, they see the glam, the palm trees, you know what I'm saying? The highlights, the glitz and glams, but they don't really see LA is working class.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? It's the street vendors. It's the block artists. It's like you said, the street artists that are out there. It's grinding every day. So how does To Live and Die in LA bring that raw, unseen side of the city front and center? And I feel like they do it by having artists like you.
I was about to say that. I was about to say
Take it away,
by having us.
Right.
By having
Right
us.
here.
But by having us on stage out there, and and having our fans come out and embrace it. It's something that's been going on for a few years now, but it's still bubbling.
Right.
Next year it's going to be even bigger.
Right.
To me it's very important.
I remember last year I had a conversation with Frankie, and I said, I see your vision. I see it. If you go and you experience, if you ever get to experience To Live and Die in LA, you get the vision. You get where it's going, and you see the growth, and you see the community together. And I'm like, I remember having a conversation with Frankie, and Frankie, let's keep it 100. I said, do not stop doing this. I said, keep doing it. I see this vision, and I love seeing artists. I love seeing our local street vendors, especially right now, our local street vendors that are hurting.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Our local
Oh,
street
yeah.
vendors that are hurting financially, that are
Exactly.
scared right now.
Oh
Right,
yeah,
right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It goes without being said. You already know what it is. I mean, that's why we coming together and we making this happen right here.
Right.
You know, To Live and Die in L.A. Everybody need to come out, support. You know, just have a good time. Leave the BS at the house because there ain't been no BS, and we just want to continue to just have this event just grow and grow.
Now,
100%.
both of you as artists have had some type of form of success, right? You guys are very successful in your own right. You've been doing this for a while. LA loves both of you so very much. But what do you say to these artists that don't have these record deals, that are still grinding, that are still trying to go out and make it? And how do you keep encouraging them? Because it is very discouraging sometimes to be in this business.
No, 100%. You don't quit. You got to just keep doing it. You never know which song is going to be the song to even get you noticed. I had to make over 1,000 songs to get to one song to make me be where I'm at right now.
Did that.
So, and if I would have quit, then we would have never known. So, if you're feeling discouraged, you got to just get back in that studio and make another song. Because some days I don't want to do it. Some days you might not want to go to the interview. You might not want to do a show. You might have family problems. You might have, legal problems that you got to take care of, and you still got to bounce back from that and still put the artist in a different box from your real life. So you got to just keep going. That's how I feel about it.
I heard that.
Something you said when you was asking the question. You said, how what would you tell an artist that's still grinding? That's it right there.
Grinding.
Still grind.
Yeah.
Still grind. My first record that came out was called Pay Your Dues.
Yeah, that's my.
Yeah, I mean, but you gotta pay dues. I mean, you can't just sit up and say, well, I've been doing this for a couple of years now. Dues ain't paid, so I'm done. Nah, dues are being paid. You got to keep going. Even when you make it, you still paying dues because there's so many different layers, so many different levels.
I tell people that all the time. I'm like, listen, getting there sometimes is not that hard. Let me tell you what's hard. Staying there.
Right.
Staying there. He dealing with it right now.
Man.
He dealing with it right
That's
now.
hard.
Yeah,
Staying there
that's
is
for real.
hard work,
Because
bro.
people think when you make it, that's it.
That's it.
Like if you ever get signed or when you do make it, that's when the real work stops. Start. Kobe didn't get drafted and be like, hey, I'm drafted now. I want to play basketball. That's when your work start. Once you make it, once you get the deal, that's when you got to work 10 times harder to maintain it.
Yeah.
So that's what a lot of people think that the championship is when you get the deal or when you get the record. That means you got to get another one. You want more than one championship.
And they don't realize sometimes, like, that's where you start working 10 times harder.
You got to. Or
Yeah.
else
Because there's people there that want your seat so bad,
Oh yeah,
right?
and every year it's gonna be somebody new. It's gonna be somebody hot. So it don't. You got to be as hot for as long
He
as
gonna
you
be
can.
old school. He gonna be old school later down the line. You know what I'm saying? But still knocking him off the box.
Right,
real,
100%.
I love it. Hey, Dub C, real quick. So your music's still relevant to this day. You still connected to the streets. And I love that you do events like this because I feel like this keeps you so connected. But I've been privileged to see you on stage, and I've seen you walk on stage. I've seen the crowd go fucking bananas the minute you walk on stage. I see people that are backstage running to the stage the minute you get on stage. How do you somehow remain humble and not get caught up in the sauce?
Because I was one of those fans out there. I used to go to the shows and I used to want to see artists. I used to do whatever I can to sneak in to see Run DMC, to see the different artists. Now you got Dub C, you got Zoe out there. So to me, to see them out there, it's not just a form of appreciation, but it's just, I see me. It's love. So I feel obligated. I got to give them 150%. I never go on stage and don't give, I don't never go on stage and give less than 150%. I always give 150, not 100, 150. And to me, I feel like I owe the fans. So everybody out there who's been down from day one, who don't know who Dub C is, there might be some new fans out there, youngsters out there, come out, and just have a good time, and we're going to give you a show. So, to me, I owe it, especially to the coast. I owe it to the coach, to the culture.
And the culture loves you. I see it all the time. And everybody's on stage. Everybody runs because we are working the concerts. We're like, no, you guys got to get back now.
We be waiting for him to walk.
Yeah.
See, that's what it is.
Hit the walk, man.
You know what's crazy is that to me it's like the walk overshadowed me as an artist.
Man, and that's a part of the artistry.
Yeah, but it's crazy, because
right.
It's cats out there that that's what they do. They walk. They just walk all day. They walk. They get it in.
They not dusting the shoes
but
off before they do.
It's like so since the Up and Smoke tour, my shit became iconic.
But every time you see it,
so but I still come out and hit them here and there with it. But at the same time, I got to give the fans what they want. But I love my fans. I love the culture. I love the support that we get from
come on, man. I love
radio
you guys.
personalities like yourself. And I mean, to me, it's more than just a rap concert. It's more than just, it's a cultural event. It's love. It's a family. It's like a reunion. So everybody from out here need to come out and support. I'm telling you, it's going to be one of the biggest shows of the summer.
No, and I think it is, and I love that we've got icons such as yourself. We've got West Coast artists such as yourself embracing each other and being like, let's go, because right now that's what LA needs the most, you guys. I look out and LA is hurting.
No,
you know what I
100%.
mean?
We need some
Definitely
unity.
hurting. And so when I see you guys coming together, I just love it. I'm like, man, you're doing your thing, Zoe. Like, you're killing it right now.
We ain't doing too bad. Kendrick is like running the game right now.
He just went diamond.
You know what I'm saying?
And like he went diamond in a couple months.
I heard that. We the West, baby. Stop
We
playing
never
with
left.
us.
We never left.
Yeah.
Listen, so really quick, you are carving out your own path. You know what I mean, for the West Coast. So like, I really just want to salute you right now.
Underrated.
Yeah, really, really, really.
Thank you.
Does that feel heavy sometimes to have like you carrying that next torch, bro?
It's funny. It's funny you said that. Like I probably just realized a few months ago, like who I am and how much weight my name hold. I still always felt the same because I still hang with the same dudes. I still go to the same places. When I go to the mall, people be running up to me. I be like stay in school. I still feel regular because I don't act or live above my means. Even though a lot of people, like my manager and people, tell me that I should, and enjoy the fruits of my labor. I just feel like I haven't done what I feel like. I haven't got to the point where I feel like, okay, I've done enough. I feel like I'm just starting. So
that's good.
Yeah, you sound so level-headed.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
really,
you got to
really
be.
good.
This game will make you go left when you want to go right for sure. So you got to just keep your head on the swivel. And, coming from the streets, it's already kind of hand to hand. So I already don't let it get to me, how it probably should from other dudes and other rappers. And, I don't know.
Tell me about the moment you found out you were like, dang, my name does carry weight.
Where was I at? I know. What was I doing? I was somewhere probably where nobody should be listening to my music. Matter of fact, I was in Utah. I was in Utah. It's all like Caucasians, and like a white dude drove past in the snow, banging underrated. I'm like, that's crazy. At that
I'm
point,
gonna tell you what you really gonna see it. You're gonna one day you're gonna be conducting business or doing something. You might be trying to close a deal. And then when they find out who you are, your name or whatever, somebody can get at you and pull you to the side that you would never expect.
Right.
That know who you are.
Right.
Or they kids really, really on you. And that's when it's going to hit you.
No, as a matter of fact, look, I'm glad you said that because I don't know how I forgot about this. Billie Eilish did that to me.
Wait, what?
Her favorite song is underrated. It's on Complex. It's a whole interview about it. She was talking about me.
Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm like you. I'm like bullshit. Because I thought it was fake or AI when my manager sent it to me. I'm like, nigga, get this. I'm like, so then I go to Complex and it's like the interview and they like, what's your favorite song out right now? And she's like, it's this guy named Zoe Osama that got this song named Underrated and I can't stop listening to it. So at that point, I'm like, yeah, I'm him.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, for sure. So that was dope. That was dope for sure.
That's dope, man.
That made Echo. Actually, the clothing brand Echo hit me up after that, like to send me clothes to model for it.
Ain't that a bit?
I'm like, ain't that so? She got me right. I appreciate it, Billy.
It's all love.
Shout out to Billie Eilish.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? She loves some hip hop.
Okay.
Hey, this year I want to salute the festival founder, Frankie Orozco, because he actually launched a mentorship program giving cameras to some of LA's youngest photographers
Come on, Frankie.
to help them amplify their voice. I think that is so so amazing. What would you say to those out there that do feel unseen and sometimes underestimated, but they're still so hungry to tell their story?
Right.
There's a lot of people that don't come from privilege, and they don't have the money for these.
Keep because us as artists that's out there, a lot of times we're looking for hungry photographers, directors that can get down, and somebody that's on the come up, because they're going to be the next.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
that's how I usually work. I don't usually go for the head honchos. I work with people that are like the same level as me and build a relationship.
There you go.
So that's how I look at it. You got to get with the people, and you got to use the plugs that you have around you.
Right.
You don't always try to go to the top dude or the top woman. You got to work with the team that you already, that you was blessed with.
I know, because we're not all blessed sometimes to work with Estevan. You know what I'm saying? Top photographer.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
We go back like rocking chairs.
How long have you known Estevan?
Since like 88.
Wow.
88. 89 through Cypress Hill.
That's a dope ass friendship, man. Decades.
Yeah,
he's solid. He's solid.
Yeah, what?
Come on.
What fam? That's family right there. I could not see him for 5 years. We see each other, we just start laughing, pointing.
You know what's so crazy is that for us, like growing up and born and raised in LA, and we see Estevan, it's automatically like salute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Estevan walks by, Estevan. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy because before I became Dub C, and he became, who he is.
Yeah.
It's like we used to just sit up and just chop it up, drink. And I remember a picture. He said, hey, man, I want y'all to stop by, you and your brother, Tunes, rest in peace. I want y'all to we threw that dub up, how we be throwing it up with the two fingers, the hands. And he took that picture, and that became monumental.
Right.
That with the two hands,
yes.
the two fingers. I saw Snoop use it on his album cover.
Yeah.
It's just
crazy.
Yeah, before he even blew to where he's at right now.
How did y'all link up in the beginning though?
Through Cypress Hill.
Okay.
He was working with Cypress Hill, and we was on. And I started off with me and DJ Latin, low profile, pay your dues, and the Latin. We practically us and Cypress Hill, damn near stay together for a while, working on an album. Latin lived in one room, Muggs lived in another room. Oh. And they lived in the same apartment on Fountain.
This is crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give too much up, but when we went on the road though, I went on the road with it was with Cube, right? It was on the road with Cube early in the early '90s, and man, we chopped it up, and him and my brother they just did the damn thing. That's before I stopped drinking. But no, it was all good though, man. I mean, it's family right there. So to me, it was full circle to come here and to do this right here. Knowing that he was involved, I was like, oh, nah, it's a no-brainer.
Right. And everything about To Live and Die in LA is so authentic, and it's so LA, and it's so cultural. So I implore everybody to come out, experience it for yourself, enjoy it. But I got to ask you guys really quick, off the top of the dome, a DJ Quick beat or a Battle Cat beat?
Damn.
I know, right?
Well, I love DJ Quick. Quick know that. Quick know I love him, but I gotta say a DJ Battle Cat beat for me because
he got his shit. Quick legendary, bro.
Quick ain't no punk with it. Man. Quick ain't no punk with it. Quick,
I pick both of them.
Yeah, I pick both of them. But I pick both of them. But I gotta nod my head a little bit to the side for Battle Cat for the simple fact that my Shadiest One album.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? Him and my brother Tunes, they put their heart and soul in that one right there. So that was one of my biggest records. So
I love it.
That was a crazy question. Why you do that to us?
I know.
Why you do
Quick,
that?
we love you, Quick.
I swear. Both of y'all send me some beats.
Don't come with it.
Exactly. Zone, come on. You like, man, both of y'all send me some beats. CeCe and the Starters.
Come on, CeCe.
No, we love you, Quick. They're both so talented. They're iconic. You know what I'm saying? They're all right.
She didn't say Dre.
Right. She said Quick. Battle Cat. God damn.
I had to say my two homies. Like, I love you, Dr. Dre, but you know what I'm saying? Battle Cat and Quick are my homies. You know what I'm saying? Love them. Hey, really quick, I just want to ask you, Dubsy, because this is just a personal question. Does it bother you that everybody wants to always have you crip walk?
Yes.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, it bothers me. I'm not no. I ain't no dancer.
Anybody
walking in sweating,
all right,
walking and skipping, and that's not going down.
Is it always a conversation. Whenever his name come up, they're like, "Oh my God, I want the crip walk."
Me and OT Genesis was talking because he's a new one out there getting down, and a couple other cats.
He the closest to it.
Yeah, but he was getting down doing. I mean, it's a lot of cats out there that can walk.
Yeah, no,
can
for
get
sure.
down. But yeah, I'm talking about Far Wise's notoriety as an artist. Yeah, but he was like, man, like, dude, I had no idea. That's what they want. I can't even, sometimes when I'm talking to the crowd, if I'm talking too long, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for coming out. You know what I'm saying? We just got up there. We ain't trying to hear none of that. They just want to, and it's just like, and I've been doing it for a long time. You know, I've been blessed. You ask me, why do I try to stay in shape?
You got a crip walk.
It's like,
He be tired.
bad knees, my corns hurt. Top it off.
Oh my God!
God damn. And then you get these young dudes next to Zoe. You know, he gonna be walking circles around. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, I got my kind of move. I just gonna just skip.
Yeah, you gotta do the skip.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's crazy though. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm good.
We had a conversation when you guys were talking about the interview and you guys coming up because Deasia wants to learn how to crip walk.
Not today.
Genesis name came up and I was like, no, you want to learn it from Dub C.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Doug got the
You
walk.
know what? I mean, to me, honestly, you know, and I want everybody to listen to this out there. It never was done. I never did it on camera to make it become a commercial dance because it's not a dance. It's
Right.
a, you know, saying it's a way of life. It's a way that homies walk from certain sides. You know, and even though you got the Rare Rags doing their thing, you got you got a lot of cats that are doing their own thing. But to me, you know, I never intentionally came out to get down to make it that. So when people ask, "Can you teach me?" and stuff like that, I politely tell them, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. You just got to look at the videos and get your own and get it in.
It doesn't matter how cute you are, girl. You can't do that.
Lay you to death, though.
Hey, listen, grab your tickets. It's going down to Live and Die in LA. Man, I will be there. I'm going to be hosting too, so I'll be on stage with y'all.
Okay.
And I don't know how to crib walk, but you know what I'm saying? I can do my little gangster boogie. Let's go.
1, 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we want everybody. I don't care, you know, where you from, Crip blood,
Me.
you know, Mexicans, no matter where you from, we want you guys to come out in peace, come out and have a good time and celebrate. It's for the culture.
That's what it is.
It is
all
for the
about that.
culture,
And I've
yeah.
seen it before, and it's black and brown, and it's so beautiful. And I love seeing the vendors, and I love seeing these up and coming businesses get excited and
love that.
thrive off of us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you guys so much for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you for having us.